Hey, it's Ann Rose Hart. Welcome back to Joygasmic Living. Today we're taking a question from a viewer who's asking about how she can trust herself to make it on her own. She's going through a change in her living situation or a potential change and considering what it would be like to live on her own, make it on her own 2 feet without going broke, and she's having a lot of emotions come up. So what she wrote is that she's committed to raising her vibration and making better choices in alignment with herself and her soul, and now there's a lot of emotions coming up and she just wants to cry and there's just no time to cry, right? So I'm going to speak to the context first, and then we're going to do an exercise around this to support you in starting to repattern some of the stuff in your subconscious. So, as you know, as soon as you decide and take a stand for something, everything that is not a match for that within your subconscious, within your body, within your circumstances is going to show up in a big way to let you know what needs attention and love and alignment for you to move forward powerfully. So in this case, I'm going to speak first to the emotions. So she took a stand to, live at a higher frequency of joy, basically. I want to raise my vibration. Great. So we live in a universe of polarity. So whatever you take a stand for, the opposite also has to be included. It's like a game board where in Monopoly you can't pass go until you have certain conditions met. You can't pass this gateway until you have included both the lightest of the light that you want and the darkest of the dark. And so your shit's gonna come up. It's just how it works, and it's a beautiful gift because I know you're like, what? There's nothing that's about this that's a gift. But this is where life is inviting you to expand your capacity for love. So all the ways in which fear and tears and sadness are showing up right now in your experience, these are opportunities to catch where there has been fear lodged and stored in your body, in your tissues, in your nervous system, and be the person that can hold these emotions in a field of love. So it doesn't mean suppressing them, but it also doesn't mean being too busy to feel them. You've got to create space for catharsis, because the catharsis is the healing. If you don't let this stuff pour out of your nervous system, it'll stay stuck there. So create some sacred space for tears. Create that sacred space to let yourself cry. And you'll notice the resistance. I don't want to go there. Like, I'll be crying all day. But that's because you're resisting it. So if you can just let yourself be in the tears and say, all right, I'm going to reclaim my power from this pocket of energy. It's like a treasure chest that's been opened up. And so as you decide that, okay, this is a good thing, I want to experience this. Wow, this is going to be really uncomfortable, but I can do this. You're going to be in the depth of the pain that's been stored there since childhood, since perhaps past life. We don't have to know exactly where the origin is, but your body's wanting to feel it to heal it, right? So really important to create the context and the space to feel things. Now, that said, as you let yourself feel it to heal it, now you have more access to the lightness as well. So I promise you, if you let yourself feel things, they move through much more quickly than if you resist them. So I know I had a client who used to take, weeks. If she got triggered, she'd be in this funk. And it was such a miracle to her to discover how, now it's taken a lot of practice and she's done the work, but she can be triggered and have emotions come up, but within less than an hour, she's back to presence again, right? So it does shift. It gets shorter and faster. Okay, so now let's speak to the other piece of that, which is the fear of making it on your own. Basic safety, survival, security needs. We're at just about the bottom of Maslow's hierarchy of needs here. This is important stuff. So this also corresponds to the root chakra in the energy systems in the body. So our job is to create your own safety, create your own stability, and create your own security. So anytime that you're getting triggered. It's an opportunity not only to love what's coming up, but to be the source of what you need. Okay, so that's our frames. So here's how we're going to do that. This is a quantum play exercise. We're just going to do the very basic foundation of it. I won't take the whole thing in this video, but we'll keep building on it in future videos. So with this one, you know how the saying goes, leap and the net will appear. So here you are, you're about to take a leap and blah, where's the effing net, right? I don't see a net. It's not funny. So what we're gonna do is source your own safety by creating your own net, okay? So if you haven't done this practice with me, I'll introduce the inner hug again. So the inner hug, we're going to be breathing through the pipeline, and that is imagining that you are a vessel or a pipeline for breath, and your breath doesn't just move through your nose and your lungs. Your breath is actually tapping into the breath of life, and it comes in from the center of the cosmos, through the crown of your head, moving all the way through your body, down through your hips, your feet, the soles of your feet, down into the earth, and extending to the center of our beautiful planet, to that hot, fiery core. And then the breath moves back up from the center of the earth, through the layers of the earth, into the soles of your feet, up through your knees, your hips, your pelvis, into your belly, into your heart center, and then extending back out again through the top of your head. So I'll invite you to practice breathing the pipeline breath and just feel that breath extending from above you to far below you, and let yourself be the vessel, okay? And be the pipeline. Now, the very basic practice is simply this. As you're inhaling, let your breath come up through the soles of your feet again, but this time you're going to gently contract the muscles of your pelvic floor. This is like a Kegel exercise, but I'm less interested in the muscle building aspect of this exercise as building the neuroenergetic circuitry in your body. And by this, what I mean is there's ways in which your consciousness, your awareness has been kind of skipping over this region of your body potentially, and not really caring for like what is all the energy that's held or not being held in your root, right? So our job is to bring conscious awareness into the pelvic floor, into your root, and to give yourself an inner hug by contracting those muscles. And you're going to add the affirmation, I am here for me. I am here for me. Okay? So let's just practice that. Let's close our eyes for a second. Let's feel the breath moving upward and back down through the crown of your head, down through your heart center, through the soles of your feet to the center of the earth. And on the inhale, here comes the breath. Give yourself a squeeze. Hug. I'm here for you. Oh, I'm getting ahead. We're not laughing yet. Sorry. It just makes me feel good to connect, so it makes me laugh. Okay, so this is a daily practice. Do it 100 times a day. I like to do it while I'm driving, while I'm walking is a little trickier. You know, it's a lot of muscles to think about, but certainly anytime you're standing in line, give yourself an inner hug. I'm here for me. I'm here for me. Okay? So now to build on that, we're going to actually embody what it is to take a step, take a leap, and the net appears. So with this, I'll have you take a step, but this is going to be very slow motion, okay? So lift one of your feet like you're about to take a step, and you're about to step off a cliff. You're about to leap, and there is no net, and it feels terrifying. So as you are extending your foot forward, you're about to touch down, you're going to contract those muscles again in your pelvic floor. Give yourself a hug. I'm here for me. There's your net. Can you feel how you just landed inside yourself? Okay, let's do another one. Step. Okay, and as you're putting your weight on your other foot, contract, inner hug. I'm here for me. I'm here for me. Okay, So this is a practice to do, again, every single day. First thing in the morning, before you go to bed, and as much as you can throughout the day, particularly if fear comes up, if you notice yourself in those heavier emotions, feeling like insecure, feeling like you're not sure how you're going to pull this off, feeling that lack of trust, you are the one to create your own trust, okay? So have fun with that. Post in the comments below if you've got questions. Feel free to reach out. We're going to keep building on this in additional videos, but let's start with that. And I look forward to hearing how your leaps allow yourself to create your own nets. All right, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.